Hello, my name is Christopher, and welcome to Lesson 1 Intro Intermediate. I have been waiting a long time to be able to do this, to be able to present to you these lessons to help you improve your English. Okay? So let's get started and let's work together to help you grow and mature in your English. I'm going to present to you verbs, vocabulary, and show you how they are used, and then I will challenge you to put these into practice through different exercises. Okay? In this particular book, Intro Intermediate, I will try to speak a little slower to help you understand better. And I will speak faster as we go through the different lessons. The intermediate, I speak faster, and in the advanced, even faster. Okay? So let's go. To understand, understood, understood. To open, opened, opened. To take, took, taken. To prefer, preferred, preferred. To know, knew, known. To see, saw, seen. To make, made, made. To close, closed, closed. To travel, traveled, traveled. Okay? Pay attention to my pronunciation. Your pronunciation is more important than your velocity. You don't need to say the words so fast, but you do need to say them correctly. Also pay attention to my pronunciation in regards to the end of a word. So to open, opened, okay? Closed. There's a little bit of a T sound, closed. So pay attention. What is to understand? When someone tells you something and you know what they're talking about, you are able to process in your mind and make a completion about what they're saying. You understand what they are saying. You interpret what they are saying. To open. To open is to open a box, for example. The box is closed. The box is open. Open is the opposite of closed. You can open a store. You can open a conversation. Hello, how are you? My name is. You open a show, a presentation. You are the first speaker. So it's when you start. To open is to start. To take. To take, you can take medicine, right? You drink the medicine or you swallow the medicine. You can take a bus. You can take a plane. So you can take something with your hand. You secure it with your hand. If you go to a hotel and you want to see the city, maybe you take a brochure, a piece of paper with pictures and ideas of things to do, okay, in the area. To prefer. This is when you like one thing over another thing, or in place of, or instead of. So I prefer chocolate ice cream instead of vanilla ice cream, for example. So something you like more, okay? To know. This is when you understand something. So understand and know are very similar, okay? What do you know? How much English do you know? So, are you familiar with English? I hope so. But I want to help you know more, to understand more. To see, you see with your eyes. Now, a blind person might see with their hands, or they might see through hearing details about what's in front of them. Okay? So, to see, you use your eyes, you have a vision. To make. To make is to create something, to do something. You can make a party. You can have a party. You can make a toy, or you can make a piece of art, a work of art. Okay? So it's to create or to form something. To close. This is the opposite of to open. So you have the last word in a meeting. You close the meeting. You close a box before you present a present to someone. You close the door as you're leaving your home. To travel. To travel is to go to another location. You travel to another country, especially since you want to practice your English. Okay? So to go to another country. You might travel physically, it's normal, but maybe you travel mentally. You imagine a situation where you can go to a particular place. If you read books, it's easier to travel mentally as you can picture the situation in your head, okay? Vocabulary. So make sure you look at all of those verbs to better understand each one, okay? Vocabulary. Pillow, glasses, storm, mathematics, pickup truck, calculator, dictionary, restaurant, nephew, niece, manager, nursery, dangerous, sink, sunny, foggy, rainy, snowy, windy, freezing, silverware, cookies, biscuit, and sandwich, okay? Sandwich. So, what is a pillow? A pillow is something that was created to put your head on or your back against. It usually is soft. So when I lay in my bed, I put my head on a pillow. It can be filled with different materials. Cotton, for example, or feathers. Different materials are inside, and it can also be used as a decoration. Glasses. What are glasses? These are glasses. Glasses are also cups. So this is a glass. Several of them together are glasses. Okay? Storm. A storm is bad weather. So if you have foggy weather, freezing weather, windy weather, maybe together or apart, you have a storm. A storm can be dangerous, so you have to be careful. Mathematics. Mathematics uses numbers. You come to calculations. There are many kinds of mathematics. For example, algebra, trigonometry, calculus. These are different kinds of mathematics. There are many more, of course. Geometry, for example. Mathematics is a science of numbers. Pickup truck. Pickup truck. This is a vehicle. Normally, it has an open back. You can use it to store things in, to carry things from one location to another. Pickup trucks come with 2 tires moving or 4 tires moving or more, maybe 6, okay? So we call when 4 tires move 4x4 or 4x4, but we don't say x, we say by. 4x4, okay? So pickup truck, it's a type of vehicle. Calculator. A calculator is a machine that's used to total numbers. So in mathematics, people use a lot of calculators. It's easier to come up with a complicated result with numbers and figures. Dictionary. A dictionary is something, a book or an application, something online that's used to give you the meaning of a word. I encourage you to use a dictionary throughout these lessons so that you are able to fully understand all of these words, okay? Restaurant. A restaurant is a place where you eat. You can eat in a restaurant for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or any time in between. So at 1 o'clock in the morning, if you're hungry, while I am sleeping on my pillow, you can go to a restaurant. Nephew. A nephew is the son of your brother or sister. Niece is the daughter of your brother or sister. Manager. A manager is someone who is responsible for a team. a group of workers. They manage the team. They help keep the team organized and focused, okay? Nursery. A nursery is a place for babies. You can have a nursery in your home, or you can have a nursery in a business. A school might have a nursery. A corporation, a business office, for example, could have a nursery. Maybe a church or even a restaurant. Some restaurants have a nursery. A nursery is also a place to grow plants. So you can grow the little plants in a nursery until they get bigger. Dangerous. This comes from the word danger. So when something is dangerous, it means it can hurt you. You have to be careful with dangerous objects or in dangerous places. Sink. A sink is a place to wash your hands or to wash your dishes or maybe even your clothes. You normally have a sink in your kitchen, in your bathroom, maybe in your laundry room, or even outdoors near your barbecue. So we use it to catch the water and to eliminate the water into the sewage system. Sunny. Pay attention to all of these words. They all have a Y. This puts it into the action of being. So you have sun, you have fog, rain, etc. Sunny is when the sun is shining. Foggy is when the fog is present. What is fog? When the ground is warmer than the air, it produces like a cloud right above the ground. So it's very hard to see in front of you. Maybe 100 yards or 100 meters in front of you, it's difficult to see. So we say that it's very foggy outside. Fog accumulates in some places more than in other places. So especially in a valley, for example, a valley can be very foggy. Rainy. What is rainy? Rainy means that the weather is very rainy. The rain is falling. So we say that it's rainy outside. Snowy, there is a lot of snow falling. The weather is snowy. And windy, there is a lot of wind. So wind is a movement of the air. It can be soft or it can be hard, okay? Freezing, it's very cold. The weather is freezing, okay? Do you like freezing weather? I like freezing weather because I like to ski. But in Brazil, you can't go skiing unless you go to the south where they have an indoor ski center. That is an exception, right? Silverware. What is silverware? Silverware is your knife, your fork, and your spoon, and other instruments you use to eat. So we decorate the table using silverware. Cookies. Cookies are baked, typically, unless it's a no-bake cookie. So I like cookies. They come in many different flavors, like chocolate chip, peanut butter, vanilla. We have Christmas cookies, which are very nice during Christmas time to decorate. Biscuit. A biscuit is a bread. Now, there are biscuits that look like a cookie. Children, for example, when they are getting their teeth, they eat a biscuit. We call it a teething biscuit for when their teeth are growing. But typically, a biscuit is a bread. We can put butter, jelly on the bread, or you can use egg, ham, cheese, for example, on the biscuit. Sandwich. What is a sandwich? Normally, a sandwich is made with bread. We also use egg. We can use different things like lettuce, tomato, ham, cheese. Many different things can make up a sandwich, okay? Americans love sandwiches, but Brazilians do too. I see a lot of places to eat sandwiches, all right? So make sure that you look up all of those words so that you better understand them, okay? Let's move to word use. We will see how these words are used, okay? I want you to understand what I am saying in our mathematics class. That is very, very important. George understood what his new manager was saying during the employee reception. Okay? We thought we had understood, but soon discovered that we were lost. So we didn't understand. Can you open the dictionary to the W section? W, this is a letter in the alphabet, okay? They opened their business yesterday at 6 a.m. to take advantage of the biscuit and cookie trend that had hit their city. So a trend is something that's popular. It's in fashion. I had opened the case of my new glasses with great respect due to the dangerous cost that I had applied to my credit card. So, a dangerous cost meaning I spent a lot of money, okay? Now, my glasses are not so expensive. You would be absolutely shocked if I told you how cheap my glasses actually were, okay? I want you to take your English classes seriously, and I believe you will. So I believe that you understand exactly what you are doing, and you will do the best that you can possibly do, okay? Thelma. Oh, Thelma. Thelma took the bus instead of riding her bike because of the approaching storm and expected rainy weather. So she knew it was going to rain and she took a bus to avoid getting wet. All right? Let's go to the next page. Gabby has taken her pillow on every summer trip since she was 4. So every time she traveled, she took her pillow so that she could have more comfort. I prefer a windy and rainy day over a windy and freezing day. So this is true because windy and rainy, you can stay inside, no problem. But windy and freezing, you become very uncomfortable, right? My nephew preferred a peanut butter sandwich over a cucumber sandwich. I completely understand. Now, I like cucumber sandwiches too. They're very good. But a peanut butter sandwich with some jelly is fantastic, right? We would have preferred to drive a pickup over a sedan, as we believe it gives us more options. But our bank account has its limits. This is a big problem, right? So we do not have the money to buy a pickup truck and we have to drive a sedan instead. Would you like to know how to place the silverware on the table? So this is talking about how you arrange the table around your plate. Where do you put the fork? Where do you put the knife? Where do you put the spoon, for example? Okay? The show host knew that their viewers wanted snowy weather. Who doesn't? But the prediction was the opposite. So this is really funny because when I was a child, we used to wait for the television to tell us if we didn't have to go to school. We hoped that the school would be closed so that we could play in the snow. It was a lot of fun. Fernando has known for 3 weeks that his sink is plugged and is finally taking action to unplug it. So his sink does not drain. The water does not leave the sink. So he needs to fix it. The sink is plugged, okay? I will buy new glasses because I need to see. This is very important to do when your glasses break or your glasses get old. We saw our niece playing with our nephew and thought it was really cute. Absolutely, right? Livia had seen the situation becoming dangerous for all. So she saw what was happening and she tried to fix it before anybody got hurt. The inspectors asked us to make the nursery safer. So we were asked to improve the conditions in the nursery. Okay? Clive. Clive sounds like a K. Clive made the restaurant function properly and earn a profit. That is fantastic. If you open a business, you want to earn a profit, right? The kids had made the foggy day sunny in their heads and had a great time at the beach. So their attitude said, the foggy weather, no problem. We are going to have a lot of fun. We want to close the sandwich, but need to pass the special sauce first. So some sandwiches have special sauces. Delicious. I like sandwiches. The salesperson closed the calculator after breaking the sales record for the year. So they were the best salesperson, and it was like a celebration. The restaurant had closed for the holiday as everyone wanted to travel. I can't blame them. Traveling is wonderful. The workers wanted to travel to see family. Family is very important. We traveled across the city just to eat an egg, bacon, and sausage biscuit. This particular sandwich is very good. I encourage you to eat an egg, bacon, and sausage, or egg, bacon, and ham, for example, biscuit next time you visit the United States. The pickup truck had traveled from San Diego, California to Limestone, Maine. So let me grab my phone. Let's say that this is the United States, okay? San Diego is here, and here is Limestone, Maine. Completely opposite of San Diego. You have to go across the entire United States. Now, I have never lived in California, but I have lived in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I actually lived in Limestone, Maine. So they are very far from each other. All right? Great. Make sure you understand all of those sentences. Read and reread. Use a dictionary to help you understand. Now, throughout these lessons, you will have different pictures. We will describe the picture. I encourage you to talk to somebody around you about this picture in English, okay? So, how you treat those around you can be seen through simple acts. If you look at this picture, it is very simple, right? Here you have a boy. This is actually a picture of my son. He was much younger in this picture. Here you have a cow. This is a kind of cow grown in Brazil. And you can see his hand on the cow's head, and the cow is leaning in. It's a very cute picture. You see a fence, you see more cows, and you see another farmer with a big knife, right? So, how does this picture make you feel? What do you think is going on here? You can see here is a knife. My son has a little knife, big knife, cowboy hat, or a version of a cowboy hat, right? And it's a very cute picture, but he's being very gentle with the cow. And the cow, I believe, understands his intention, okay? So, talk about the picture with somebody around you, okay? Choose the best word. Let's talk about these words. They are manager, glasses, pillows, windy, understood, snowy, sandwich, dangerous, mathematics, silverware, rainy, taken, made, preferred, cookies, storm, traveled, to take, new, sink, had closed, pickup truck, and nephew. So make sure you understand what all of these words mean and put them in the proper sentence. I suggest that you cross out the word as you use it. It helps you to make your choices smaller. And if you find that the word works here, but then later it works better here, switch. Okay, no problem. So enjoy. And here is your 4 by 4, just like I told you. Okay, 4 by 4. So let's go down. Your other option for exercise is choose the best preposition. Prepositions are very important, okay? So read the prepositions and choose the correct answer. Now, maybe you're not so good. You can find different exercises online. You can find pictures when you put prepositions in your search engine and then you click on images. So, just to be very basic, okay? At, the first one, talks about a place or a location, or look at me, for example, okay? By means to be next to, by. From is a starting point. Where are you from? All right. In means to be in. You put something in a cup. I have some water in my glass, for example. Okay. On means to be on. Over, not touching. Under, beneath, but not touching. Okay. So through, if you have a tunnel, you go through the tunnel or through the field. You can go across a bridge, for example. You go across a river. So I hope that these little hints helped you. You need to look more, okay? You also have behind, in front, many prepositions. Enjoy. So do all of these exercises and have fun, okay? Here is another picture, but this one is a little different. Why? Because you have a chance to write. Now, I cannot check what you write, but I encourage you to find a tool online, an application, or a website to correct for you what you write, or maybe you have a friend who knows English, a family member, they can correct it for you, or maybe you're working with another teacher, which is very good, okay? I encourage you to do as many things as possible to encourage and improve your English, okay? This says simple actions can help control your environment. So doing little things changes everything. If my son, this is a picture of my son on the farm, if he brings the horse this way, then the cows move in one direction. If he brings the horse this way, the cows move in another direction, okay? So, simple actions, how you act, that can control an environment. Write something very good. I encourage you not to use a dictionary in the beginning. You can go back later and check how you wrote with a dictionary. But in the beginning, just try to use your head and the paper, okay? Here is a story. Let me read the story one time. You need to read the story too, and then you will answer some questions below, all right? And this story is true, by the way. Read the text and choose the right answer. Ready? Eating warm cookies on a freezing day was something that I had taken for granted. I could open the door and face the storm with my full belly. A cold sandwich was great on a sunny day, and a hot chocolate was great in a storm. But those warm cookies really made my day. I had several favorite types. Certainly, a peanut butter cookie and the classic chocolate chip cookie were at the top of my list. But there was also the no bake cookie. That was a special cookie to eat. I miss my mother cooking them for me, but now I can make them for my children. Okay? So read this again, or 2 or 3 times, and answer these questions right here. Okay? Have fun. Read all of the answers before you decide, and look for the answer in the text. So, how was it? How was lesson 1 from the Intro Intermediate book? Do your best, take your time, and move on after to the answer sheet, okay? We will check your answers together. I will see you in the answer sheet. And thank you so much for joining me. See you soon.